What's up everybody, it's your girl Nia the Video Gamer, and as you can tell I am in a different room today. I'm in my second room. I'm going to be using this as my computer room from now on. I finally got a monitor for my PC, so I'm not like relegated to like my living room, which is what I was using before because I had my PC hooked up to my television. So now that I've got my TV in my second room, I could put my camera on top of my monitor, and it's a lot easier to make videos this way, especially camera videos, so that's pretty hype. So I was gone last week. I was actually on vacation, a much needed vacation, and I pretty much turned off the internet. Not turned it off per se, but I didn't get on the internet. I just enjoyed my time. My boyfriend and I went on vacation together, so we just hung out. You know, we went out to a couple of good restaurants, had some good food, played a lot of Monster Hunter on our new 3DSs, which is also what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So I wanted to show you that I did get a new 3DS, and it was actually kind of a pain in the butt to get this thing because look at my Skyward Sword theme. Oh, so cool. But I actually went to a midnight launch at my GameStop, and for whatever reason my stupid bank decided that they were gonna freeze my account because of fraudulent activity. And basically when I called my bank the next morning, they told me that because I was buying a purchase for a high dollar amount after operating hours, even though it was a midnight event, they suspected that maybe some funny business was going on. So I was not able to get my 3DS at midnight, which was definitely a bummer. I was livid, like absolutely upset, because I was looking forward to getting this. This thing is so awesome. So I finally got it now. Everything is all transferred over, but I do think that I made a mistake during the transfer process, which, well, actually I know I made a mistake during the transfer process because none of my saves came over. So I'm gonna call Nintendo and see if maybe I could get my saves, because I think that what happened is instead of formatting my 3DS on the micro SD card that I wanted to use, I ended up formatting it on the one that it came with. So I'm assuming that my saves are on that card instead of my new card, because I was trying to do the PC method. I should have just did wireless to wireless, but I was trying to hurry up and play. So that's totally my bad, but I'm definitely looking forward to those unified accounts next generation, so that hopefully all of those types of things will be rectified. So I finally got my baby. I've been playing Monster Hunter Hard Body like I told you guys before, and I'm not very far on Monster Hunter. I haven't had a chance to really play online a whole lot, so I've been playing the single player campaign, and I'm HR2, and I've got the female Tatsukabra armor, which is really freaking hype. And if you guys are following me on Miiverse, you will see that I've been posting pictures of my hunter on Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So one of the things that I can say about the 3DS for sure is I was a little bummed out about the fact that Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate was going to be 3DS only, because I really wanted to play it on my TV. You know, Tri and 3 Ultimate really did spoil me a great deal and got me accustomed to playing Monster Hunter on a big screen. But because of the size of the screen on the 3DS XL, I actually don't feel sad about it not being on a console. But if it did come to a console, I would double dip and buy it again, because I freaking have a newfound love for the Monster Hunter series. But and y'all gotta remember, I'm coming from an OG original launch 3DS to this, so you could just imagine that I am in awe. Like, this is like the big daddy of all 3DSs. Like, I'm glad that I ended up not getting the original Nintendo 3DS XL when it was available, because I really wanted the pink and white one. But I decided to just wait, and lo and behold, there was a new model. So the big screen is probably my favorite thing about this, and playing games on the bigger screen, it almost feels like you're having a new experience playing the games, even though they're the same games that you've been playing before. I've been playing Super Mario Sticker Star on this game, and it's like a completely different game. The 3D is pretty much flawless. the big screen just makes it even more enjoyable to play for me. I like being able to actually hold my 3DS and play games comfortably without getting hand cramps, even though I have baby hands, but you know, that's neither here nor there. So other than that, I've been really enjoying it, and I've been playing Monster Hunter, which utilizes the C-Stick, which is actually pretty nifty. And you know, I didn't know how the C-Stick was supposed to work, but it's actually not like a slider. It's more like a kind of like a sensor. Y'all know, like those little nubs on some laptops, they're kind of like little sensors just to kind of quickly move your cursor across the screen. It's pretty much like that. It's pretty nifty. And I haven't played a game that utilizes the ZL and ZR yet, but they actually don't feel that weird being right next to the L and R buttons. But I can guarantee you that the 3DS is so much better on this thing, and I really love my new 3DS. Like, I haven't been able to put this thing down. It's awesome. Like, it is a complete and total upgrade. And like if you're like me and you're just coming from a launch 3DS, you are definitely in for a treat. Like, seriously. But as far as my old 3DS is concerned, I'm thinking about actually sending it to get a capture card put in so that I could start streaming and maybe doing gameplay of 3DS games. And I was thinking about doing it with some guy. He lives in the United States, but he's kind of on a hiatus right now because he's learning how to put the capture cards inside of the 3DS XL as well as the new 3DS. So my only other option is sending it to Japan, and I don't know if I'm trying to send it all the way across the world like that. But at any rate, that is a future plan that I have for my old 3DS. So also another thing that I wanted to talk about is that shout outs to Terminator Juice here on YouTube. He invited me to a Juices Loose podcast tonight, and it was really awesome. Very good discussion. I had a chance to talk with Terminator Juice, Mizzah Tee, Levelhead, ActiveGamer, and I'm actually going to show you guys a snippet of the actual podcast. I encourage you guys to go to Terminator Juice's channel, subscribe to him. He is good people, and to go check out the podcast. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Peace. If they would just step up and stop being so modest. I mean, I appreciate that they're modest, but at the same time, it's like if somebody is slandering you, then you should step up and defend yourself.
Mm-hmm. They did. Nintendo Direct, right?
I mean, but the Nintendo Directs are more swayed towards people who already are interested in their products.
And to me, I think Nintendo Direct is more of a way for Nintendo to control the message that they want to deliver.
But yeah, because is it a controller? Is it a system? Like,
yeah, that's you're right. That's good. And that's why, like, you know, when you did Active, you made the video. We Have a Voice. I had a video, man, that I was planning on putting up. I took it down. I just like, I ain't putting that because it's gonna conflict with what he trying to do, and I don't want to seem like I'm against the message what you was talking about.
Right.
But it's kind of where I'm where she is. To me, Nintendo made all the right moves except for the right move. Like, the Nintendo Directs was a perfect move. It's changing the game.
Yes.
But what Nintendo need to do, I've been looking at from this angle. We talk about, and Triforce Johnson used to say it all the time on Live and Level. He would talk about that Nintendo can't compete directly with Microsoft and Sony. And I was like, I agree with that because they got something to fall back onto, and Nintendo just has itself. But then I started looking at it. Nintendo has, at one point, had almost $10 billion in the bank, and it was one company. Right. It was only Nintendo with 10 in the bank. So they can take a more of a chance, right, because all they got to worry about is the gaming. It ain't nothing else to worry about. Right. So to me, it's like they could have did a lot more than what they are willing to do. And I know that their makeup is not made like that, but at that time, Nintendo could have avoided a lot of what they had today.
Right.
they're saying it now. They should have been saying this in 2013. What you hear Miyamoto and all the rest saying now, they should have been saying that stuff. That's my only point.
Because my thing about the whole Nintendo situation is that like I said, okay, Nintendo's not a baby. They are $1 billion company. So I feel that it's up to them to convey the message. What is the Wii U? What can it do? What's great about this console? I don't think that people should have to go out of their way to research the Wii U. Yes, I mean, if you're going to buy something, obviously make an informed decision. But at the same time, if you have a product in the market, you need to let people know and make sure that it's clear that they know what it is. And every time people keep saying, oh, well, people got to look into it, blah, blah. Okay, the Wii was severely underpowered. It didn't have anything really except for like a browser and the games and check me out, you know what I'm saying? And those were cool. I appreciated those little things. But at the same time, everybody and their mama knew what a Wii was. You didn't have to be a gamer to know what the Wii was. You heard the name, you knew exactly what it was, what it could do. And then, you know, they say, well, you know, if you want to know what a Wii U is, you just have to play it. You just have to try it. And it's like, I don't think that the Wii U was that complicated. I mean, it is a console with great games. It has a lot of good features like Miiverse and Nintendo TV. You get video chat with people, even though a lot of people don't use it, but it's there, and a lot of people don't know that the Wii U can do these things. You can stream all of your favorite TV shows from Hulu and Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, but a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that you just put the disc in the system and then you just play the game like it's a Super Nintendo. And I feel that if they had such a hype campaign for the Wii, what is stopping them from having one for the Wii U? Like, I'm not saying that Nintendo has to be Nintendo domination like they were during the NES and Super Nintendo, but if you have a product, let people know that it exists. Let people know this is what's awesome about our console. Even if they don't have any games in the pipeline, at least talk about the console itself, because the Wii U is a very interesting piece of technology. In my opinion, I think it's a good console. It doesn't have a lot of the stuff that we want, but the stuff that it does have is pretty cool. So tell people what it is.
Yeah, they could have definitely done a lot more to beat back the propaganda, especially in the early days. But here's the problem: is Nintendo is they're a video game company. They don't control the media. Like when you have 80% of the gaming media industry, who's pretty much in bed with a lot of these companies that Nintendo was having issues with at the time, like the EAs and whatnot. Because I don't know if you guys remember, there were a lot of people coming out the mouth, flippant, making comments about Nintendo. They're stuck in the 90s, they're stuck in the 80s, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of stuff that I thought was really unprofessional. Like, I thought they reached another level. And so when you have all these websites who are, you know, they're basically in bed with a lot of these developers because they want the exclusive, you know, they want the exclusive story, they want the views and the clicks, and a lot of times they have a lot of promotional stuff. You know, they'll be promoting games and whatnot, and that's ad revenue. And so when you have companies that are in bed with the companies that don't particularly like Nintendo at the time, you know, there's going to be a certain kind of news about you getting put out there by those guys because they control the keys. I mean, they're the gatekeepers.